This is kind of crazy. It's crazy. I know. I think I genuinely believe every person, every adult should go to school. Now, the reason why I'm saying that is because, um, you know, if you watch my videos, I've been told you niggas that life is very, very tough. Very, 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 very tough. It's not easy at all. It's not a joke. It's not a game. Don't treat life like it's a game, because it's not. It will beat the fuck out of you. I don't think people realize that, like, okay, I already said this before. The rent is going up, and gas went up. It went down a little bit, but you know, everything always on the rise. Everything is always getting expensive, right? I know people that's trying to get a job, and from what I hear and what I've seen, it's very hard to get a job. It's not easy to get a job if you don't have some type of like educational background in something. Basically, what I'm trying to say is, if you don't have any skill, it's very hard to make money. Very, 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 very. It's gonna be very hard for you to make money, because, okay, you can go to. This is the only thing I will say about school. Like I said, I was never a big advocate for school, but I would say this: the thing about school is that, like, it's a safe route. It's guaranteed. Does that make sense? It's like it's a safe route. If you go to school and become, I don't know, a registered nurse, right? Like, you're gonna always get a job, fast and easy, and there's always gonna be work for you, because people are always getting sick. Does that make sense? So it's like, you damn near gotta go to school almost. See what I'm saying? See how crazy that, like, it's like, because if you don't go to school, okay, let's say you work at, I don't know, what, I don't even know, like, you work at Audi or some shit like that, right? And you making like $22 an hour. Audi could just fire you and that's it. And now it's gonna be so hard. It's gonna take, I don't think people realize how long it takes to get a job as well. You got to go through a whole process. You got to go through, like, I don't even, like, what's the process? Like, submitting a resume, and then, I guess, an interview, and then, like, you got to wait for them to hit you back up, and then you got to do a drug test, and then all of that just take about fucking a month already for you just to even get one job. Rather you being an RN, you know how easy it is just to get another job. You get fired, right? And you can get another job like that. It's easy to get another job, because there's so many jobs. There's so much demand to get a job, and you know, it's that tough. You see what I'm saying? I mean, it's pretty much easy. But when you go to Audi, it's like, I mean, well, you got fired, but that's it. You know what I mean? It's not, because you don't have any skill. That's the thing about school. Is you can get skills, and it's like you will always have a job. You can go get a phlebotomy license, you can get a CNA license, you can go to school and become an LVN, you can go to school to be an RN, you can go to school. I know there was one nigga I was talking about, he went to school for like 6 months, or I think a year or something, like 6 months to a year, I forgot, but he said he fixed like ACs or some shit like that, and he making like $42 an hour. I think he went to a trade school or some shit. I forgot what the name of that was, but it's like, you know, I feel like you really gotta go to school, bro. That's what I'm trying to say. Because it's very, very hard, bro. I'm telling you, it's not easy. You know what I mean? Like, what you call it? I was gonna say, you know, there's people out there that want to make businesses. Because I know school is not for everybody. You know what I mean? It's generally not for everybody. I will say that. It's not for everybody. It's not like a one size fit all. But at the same time, it's damn near almost like you have to do it. Damn near. At least something. At least go to school and become a phlebotomist or some shit. That's like fucking, what? Like a few months? Or a CNA, that's like fucking 2-3 months to become that. Not even. Sometimes there's like even like faster ones. And I mean, this is what I say. There's job security in going to school, but at the same time, there really isn't. You're not gonna get rich. See, if your goal is just to survive, you can go to school and just, because realistically that if you go to, let's say you go to school, right, and become an LVN, and you make, what's like the average pay for like an LVN, like $28 to like $32 an hour starting off, and then you can make like up to $45 an hour, or you could do travel, and you know what I'm saying, you can make like I've seen like $2,100, $2,200 a week. At least to me, it's not a lot of money. I'm not saying that like, oh, I have a lot of money and like it's not a lot of money to me. I'm saying like it's not a lot of money, because bro, you got to think about it. Okay, if you make 20, let's put it like this, because it's really, if you break down, bro, even if you go to school, it's not even a lot of money, right? So imagine if you don't go to school, and you're not trying to do anything else though. Like, you're not trying to start a business, you're not trying to do anything else. Like, you're just going to school. You're just working a job. You're only 9 times out of 10, bro. It's hard to find a job that even pays over $25 an hour if you don't go to school. So that's like almost damn near the cap, unless you be like sign up for USPS or something like that, and then you know how it's hard to get jobs like those because there's so many people trying to get those jobs. You're not the only one trying to get that job. So you do 12 times, let's just say you make 30 an hour, you make 360, right? And to a lot of people that's a lot of money, but if you live in LA, that's not a lot of money at all. But you make 360, right? 12 times 30. Okay, full-time for nurses is 3 days. So that's a full-time nurse, 3 days. So 3 times 12. That's 1,080. Let's say you just work an additional 1 day. So let's say you work 48. What's that? 48? 48 hours. So you do 48. Let's just say you do another job per diem. Per diem is like just like an on-call type situation. So you do 48. So let's see, 12 times 48 times 48 times 30. So you make $1,440 after taxes. You probably gonna take home like $1,200. That's not a lot of money at all. That's not a lot of money at all. Think about it. You went to school. And there's niggas, bro, it's so crazy because there's niggas that's in LAX that's making fucking own. That's the crazy part that I still think about. There's people that work regular jobs that's making like 25, 26, 27 an hour at LAX, making almost damn near the same as LVN that went to school for 14 months. It's weird. I don't know. Like, yeah, and like I said, I know it's kind of like a contradicting myself because I just said that it's hard to find job. It is hard to find jobs that's over $25 an hour if you don't have school. Like it's hard, trust, bro. Like you see people that work at LAX and they making 26. It's hard to get those jobs. That's why when those people work at those jobs, they're so scared to lose their job. They'll do everything. They're like a fucking slave. Like they're scared. They're super scared to lose their job. Like super. And that's anywhere, but like, you know, you don't want to be that type of person that's scared to lose their job. You know what I mean? Like just super fucking scared. Like if I lose this job, that's it. My life, I gotta move out of my apartment and just, you know, it's just a whole ripple effect. But the money, going back to the money, that's not a lot of money at all. You went to school for 14 months. I know you only went to school for 14 months, but you're only gonna make like, and I know that's starting off too, but you know, it's even $40 an hour. That's not a lot of money because you got to think how much an apartment costs, bro. Think about how much an apartment costs, bro. I was on Zillow. I didn't eat, bro. Oh my God. Like the average apartment is like $2,300 right now. You make $1,200. So it'll basically take you 2 weeks just to pay rent. Oh man, niggas don't be like understanding what I be saying, man. See me, I'm an overthinker, so I really have to break down shit in my head. See what I'm saying? I don't understand these niggas, man. These niggas should be walking up here. But I know in the beginning of the video I say you should go to school. The only reason why I say you should go to school is because the job security. That's really the only reason is the job security. You always want something to fall back on. Even if you're trying to start a business even if you're trying to start just anything you want to do, right? You want to do YouTube, you want to do, you know, it can fail sometimes. It cannot work. That's the risk you take not going to school. You know what I mean? Whatever you're trying to do, it can always fail. It can always, you know what I mean? And some people have that mentality of like, oh well, shit. I'd rather be broke than go to school. I'd rather just work and try to just pursue something I earn. You know what I mean? And that's cool. You know what I mean? It's just something to, but like school is just something to fall back on. You know what I mean? Like, as like, you know, you it's always gonna be there. It's always gonna have your back almost. You know what I mean? Like if all goes bad, if you have, I put it like this, right? I knew a guy that had a shoe store in Koreatown. The pandemic hit, and he basically lost everything. He lost all his money. He didn't lose, but basically he had to go. You know, he had to shut the store down because the pandemic. People, you know, wasn't shopping and shit like that, right? And shit, he was working at fucking. Where the fuck was he working at? Like at a warehouse, and he was making like $18 an hour. So he went from, and he was like 40. So he went from owning a shoe store to working at a warehouse for $18 an hour. Now, if he went to school, he could have just, you know, there's something, even 20 years, you know what I mean? It's always something to fall back on. That's the thing about school. There's always something to fall back on. It's always, you know what I mean? Unless you're rich, unless you have like, I don't know, like over $5 million. Cause I feel like that's like the sweet spot. Cause if you have like 5 million, you can live, you could damn near almost live off of that shit for the rest of your life. Almost. Like if you really do the math, you could damn near almost live off of that shit for the rest of your life. And that's you spending like $100K a year. Damn near almost. Depending on how old you are too. But if you don't have over like 5-6 mil, then you know what I mean. You need that cushion. It's always gonna be there. You know what I mean. It's always something to fall back on. You don't want to be 40 and then you got kids and then you was making money at the business and then now it go bad and then now you don't got no money to make. I'm not a big advocate for school, but I will say if you want job security, cause it's not easy to get a job, bro. I'm telling you, it's not easy to get a job. Trust. It's not easy to get a job. That same job you're applying for, there's 2,000-3,000. I said, you know, there's 2,000-3,000 people trying to apply for that same job. I said this about an apartment. It's the same thing. When you say that, oh, look at this $1,800 apartment, bro. Do you think you're the only person that's looking at that apartment? You don't think there's other people trying to look at that apartment? Yeah, cause it's cheap, right? So you think you're the only one that wants it? No. So the only way to comfortably get it is if you pay $2,200-$2,300, where, you know what I mean, there is more availability to get the apartment because it's higher. You know what I mean? It's a little bit more. Does that make sense? So it's the same thing with school. It's the same thing with the job. You want to get that job because there's not that many requirements. So everybody wants it because there's not that many requirements. But that job that you need requirements for, not that many people are applying to that job because they don't have that, you know, certificate or whatever. It's the same thing with the apartment on Zillow. People aren't trying to get that $2,400 apartment because it's out of their price range. This is getting out of hand. This is getting wicked now. Like, nah, this is getting like the analogies I be making is just too tough, man. Like, I don't know. Like, niggas gonna have to start paying for this shit, man. At least $5 a vid or some, or a Patreon or something. But look, I would say go to school, bro. Look, even if it's just something little, like go get a CNA license. Just get something so you have job security. You have something to fall back on. You can still do whatever you want to do. You can still go try to sell clothes. You can still run your business. You can still do this. You can still do that. You can still go to work. You can still try to make your makeup brand. You can still, cause honestly, I genuinely believe everybody should be doing that. I believe everybody should be trying to make something for this stuff, even if it's just what I'm doing right now, YouTube, or just something. Because that money that you're, like I said, that money that you go to school for LVN and RN. Well, shit, RN, they be making some money. I ain't gonna lie. They be making like, I know some people that make like Fucking $80 an hour. 80 times 12 times 3. That's like 3 grand. And I know some people that be getting allowances too from their job. Like every month. But, shit, I mean, that's really the only way to really make money now that I think about it. You gotta really go to school for a long time. RN is like 3-4 years. Who the fuck trying to go to school for 3-4 years? Nobody. See what I'm saying? So, and shit, that's not even a lot of money to me. It's not a lot of money to me. Cause like, if you like, I don't know, I do the math in my head and it's just like, okay, if I buy this, if I buy that, if you buy this, if you buy that, it's not really a lot of money after everything. You know what I mean? After the savings, after the 401k, after the taxes, after the this, it's not really a lot of money. Like, I would say a good amount of money to really live off of is like 4 or 5k a week. If you can make 4 or 5k a week, that's the sweet spot. Cause now you really going, now you like, you can, you're not really trying to, now you got your head above water. You know what I mean? That's just me. That's just my opinion. Like, cause after like, you know, groceries, rent, this, that, haircut, like, bro, I don't think people realize like how expensive shit is. Because a lot of you niggas, you live with people, and there's nothing wrong with that, but you don't actually have to live on your own and pay for everything. You don't have to pay for, like, bro, there's niggas I know that's 25, 26. They don't pay for their phone bill still. They still get a mom like $200. They like 27. They get a mom like $200 and they buy groceries here and there. Bro, like, the people I know that live in LA, it's bad. Like, they're living in back houses, like almost 30 years old, paying like $500 in rent, and they splitting it with their girlfriend. They only paying $250, and they living in a back house with you know, their parents. And bro, like, you know what I mean? Because it's not cheap, bro. The apartment's already, like, I'm telling you, the average apartment is probably like $2,200-$2,300, and that's like low key a shitty apartment still. So if you do, I just broke down the math for you niggas just now with the LVN shit, and that was at $40 an hour. You see how I'm saying? Like, so I'm just trying to say, man, don't take life as a joke, man. You know what I mean? Always stay busy, cause it's not a game, bro. It's not a joke. I really don't even understand how. I still ask myself to this day, I really don't know how people just go out and just chill, cause like there's no time to chill. Everything is going up. How can you chill? Like, it's like, bro, you should be working 1 or 2 jobs, then doing this on this. At least try. See, that's the thing. Just try. What's wrong with trying? What's wrong with trying to start a business? What's wrong with trying to start a YouTube channel? What's wrong with trying to, you know, my friends say trying to do a vending machine company. What's wrong with trying? You know what I mean? What's wrong with trying? Go to school, okay, then what else after that? It doesn't stop. Life is always about leveling up. It's always about doing more and more and more and more and more. You know what I mean? It's never just stay stagnant. It's always, okay, I do LVN. Okay, I'm going to do RN. Okay, I'm going to do this. Okay, I'm going to do that. Okay, you just can't stay stagnant. You got to try to do different shit. There's nothing wrong. Look, listen, if you're going to take the gym of the day, this is the gym of the day. Don't stop. Don't stop trying. That's the number one thing you got to do. You cannot stop trying. You got to try a whole bunch of different ways to make money. That's how hard life is. You got to keep trying. You got to try this, try that, try this, try that, try this, try that. And hopefully something works out. Maybe nothing works out, but guess what? You tried. You know what I mean? At least you can go to sleep at night and be like, you know what? At least I tried. I tried my hardest. I tried. You know what I mean? I tried to make this. I'm trying to make this work. I tried to make this work. I tried to make this work. It's still gonna be in the back of your mind like, damn, this shit didn't work out. I gotta work at this job still, but at least you tried though. That's the gem of the day. Try. You know what I mean? There's nothing wrong with trying. If niggas make fun of you for trying, if niggas make fun of you for making a YouTube channel, if niggas make fun of you for making a business, if niggas make fun of you for starting a barber shop, anything, try. That's the thing. You gotta try. You think the nigga that you ever seen that little poster of like Amazon when Jeff Bezos was in like a fucking office and he had like an old ass Amazon fucking cardboard on his wall? Niggas was probably making fun of that nigga. Didn't see the light at the end of the tunnel, but he see it. That's the thing about dreams. That's the thing about dreams. See, when you tell people you go to school, it's like, oh my God, he went to school. Yay, he went to school. He graduated. But when you tell people, oh, I'm gonna start a business, I'm gonna try to work for myself, I'm gonna try to, oh, okay, well, good luck on that. It's like they don't give you the same support as if you know, they don't, because they don't see the vision like you see. They don't see how you see it. Like, oh, okay, I'm gonna try to do this, try to do that, try. They don't see it. They just hear you say, oh, I have a business, and you know. Cause school is all it's been around for so long to the point where it's like that's like the only way people know how to really make money. You know what I mean? It's not the only way to make money. Obviously, there's like a million ways to make money, but you know, especially for like younger people, their parents is like the older generation, so like they're more so on just like going to school and just getting a job and then just having a kid and that's it and just fucking die. You know what I mean? So. That's the gem of the day, though. Try. That's the gem of the day. I like that one.
Little pussy ass nigga stop me.